Told me, man up, this a mentality. Yeah, we getting balls deep. Conversation over here ain't for the week. This the mentality. 6 p.m. going live. Got people tuned in worldwide. This the mentality. We the realest of the realest, and we know everybody gon' feel it. This the mentality show. You know how I go. Real man over here, bro. It's the mentality show. You know how I go. Can't catch an H over here, bro. No.
Go.
Are we on?
We're on.
Hey,
What's up?
All right, folks. What's up? Sorry about the tardiness here, but you got two black guys here. And we're always known to be late, okay? And you got two Mexicans. So.
You can put that on
The Mexicans are why we are slightly on time. So we apologize for that, folks. But we are live, actual live here with you right now. The Mentalian Show. All of our Mentalians out there, thank you again for sticking here with us and being patient. You are true Mentalians. If you're still around, we love you for that. So, live here in hot and sunny Los Angeles, California, from the airways of downtown Los Angeles. Here's our new location here. We are so happy to be here. Facebook Live, anywhere you get your podcast, we are there with you right now. It is right now 6:42 p.m. on April 6th, 2022. We are super late, sir. We are about almost an hour late, but it's okay. It's okay.
We're here.
You're still here. We're here. You're here. That's what it's all about. So welcome, and thank you for joining our almost. We used to be LA Talk Radio's #1 podcast. I still have that in my notes here. But one of the most requested podcasts out there, and that is the Mentality Show for our second episode of season 3, gentlemen. Let's give ourselves a hand of the Mentality Show. That's right, folks. I'm your host, Delano. We also have Vato V. Say what's up to the people, Vato V.
Hey, que mi raza, ¿cómo estamos? Here from downtown Los Angeles, ya saben.
I love it. Smooth. And then I got my man, Sexy Texy. What up, Sexy Texy?
Sexy Texy.
Yes, sir. That's you, sir.
Oh,
that's you. You're Sexy Texy. And then we got my man. I want to introduce him one more time. He's still kind of new to the show. He's still kind of getting used to things. He doesn't cuss, by the way. He doesn't cuss. I just want to say that for that's interesting fact about this gentleman. Please welcome to the show, Dr. CW, folks. Dr. CW.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you. Shout out to all my peoples. What's up?
That's right. That's what's up. That's right. Dr. CW's people are here. So we got some smart people listening today. And all of our listeners are smart. I'm sorry. I'm not
everyone. There you go.
Everyone's smart.
Okay? Fucking is up. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
It's okay.
Smart people listening to dumb people here today. Okay. So, all right. So, folks, we talked about a lot of things last week, but I always like to ask this question.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
So today I spoke to this older woman that, doing the drone job I was doing, and she runs this large apartment complex in LA called Park La Brea, whatever. And she was talking shit, dude, about people who drive Priuses. I'm not Priuses, Teslas.
Oh, wow.
She's like, can these people just drive right? Because they're in this like little inner, like it's a city within the city, this little complex. It's so huge.
Yeah.
And she's like, these Tesla drivers, they just don't know how to goddamn drive.
And I was They're laughing. The new generation of Prius drivers.
I was laughing so hard. Yeah. I was like, I just said that the other day.
There's somebody on this show, we're not going to say his name, it's Dr. CW, who drives a Tesla. How do you feel about all these negative things people are saying about Tesla?
Well, I can't control other Tesla drivers. I can only control myself.
How do you drive?
Yeah. I drive well.
He drives like a Tesla driver.
If you drive...
You know what? Stop it. I drive well.
We don't do that here.
Yeah. Anybody that says they drive well, drives horrible.
Anyone who says they drive well knows grammar.
There you go.
If you drive like your personality, you drive like an ass.
Wow, really? Wow, that's messed up.
If Tesla drivers are anything like you, then I understand your pain, folks out there. I understand.
Tesla drivers were like me, no wonder they're #1.
Tesla was about to sponsor us, and they're going to sponsor us anymore.
Exactly.
They're like, Dr. Seat, no thank you.
Tesla,
we don't do that here.
We don't sponsor you guys here.
So I always like to ask this question. That sounds like my penis the other day. I always like to ask this question. Hey, man, I'm getting up there. I am getting up there.
I know. I've been telling you the last couple of years.
Wow, man.
According to your penis, you're not getting up there.
It's getting down there.
It's getting down there, right?
That's funny.
And speaking of that, that kind of leads us in our teaser. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of being a man.
Yes.
Okay, a full-size man, not
Grown
a
ass
man like
man.
CW here. We're talking about three
Yeah, man.
full-size men here. No, we're going to talk about that, the advantages and the disadvantages, okay? And I'm going to tell you how that idea came up and why we're going to talk about that in a second, but you surely want to tune in for that. But before we get into that, I like to talk about, I like to give you gentlemen the forum here and talk about your week. How was your week? Anything interesting happened this week? Anything you want to talk about? If not, that's okay. We talked about Tech C, brought up the Prius Tesla situation. Okay. Vato V, anything you want to talk about?
I just had a regular week, man. I was fucking just tired, working, sleeping, fucking trying to catch up on my sleep, but that's pretty much it. I didn't do shit.
Sounds like you're a lazy guy.
I'm
there,
a
sir.
very lazy motherfucker. Yeah.
What did you? So you slept, ate, shit. What else?
farted.
Fucked, okay.
Oh.
And slept.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
No matter how lazy a man is, he's never lazy to fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
Never.
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
We always gonna get that out of the way. We even do that to sleep. We even fuck just to make sure I get a good night's sleep. You know.
Have you ever fucked just to fuck? I want to fuck. That's it. I just want to fuck. You want to get one out of the way.
Why most people fuck? Just to fuck?
Yeah, just to fuck.
You don't fuck to
Just
make
fuck.
your life better, do you?
Well, you
I
can.
do.
I guess.
You know, actually,
Let's make some
statistically,
mad
you may know this,
passionate-
Dr.
mad passionate
CW.
love.
Yes.
The advantages of having sex, how it's good for you. It's good
It
for
is.
your
There are a lot-
respiratory
there are
system,
benefits.
circulation.
respiratory.
Yeah, your heart. It's good for stress
It's
relieving.
only good for your heart cardiovascularly if you don't have any problems. If not, then
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
if you got
good.
problems, and it's bad for you.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
bad.
Which means that you can have a heart attack
While
while
you're
you're actually
fucking.
having sex.
That's what we're saying.
So that
right.
means you can come and go at the same time.
Richard Pryor joke. That's a Richard Pryor joke. Don't give him credit for that. Don't laugh at that. He did not make that up. That's a
I
Richard
never
Pryor
said I
joke.
did.
I know. Okay. All right.
I mean, you're like,
Why did I just get
Start here,
started?
stomp on.
I just start hating on you.
Yeah,
no,
you're
just
hating,
hate on
dude.
me. You just a hater.
I came out
Just
mad
a
on that
hater.
one
You
right
shouldn't
there,
have
man.
did. Oh,
I
my
did, man. I'm
goodness.
sorry. Okay, but hey, we got to respect the great Richard Pryor. So, I mean, but what if you imagine that you're
Because if
fucking?
that was me, you'd be talking shit too. So you're a dick.
I would.
he's a
But
dick.
imagine you're fucking, and you have a heart attack. Do
Well,
you
you can't
think?
imagine you'd be dead.
That's the best way to
I was
go.
just saying, imagine it now. Is that a good way to go?
You're like,
'Cause a heart attack.
Wait.
As you're busting.
We don't have instant replay. I'd like to replay that. It is on video though, so we can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on the Instagram.
Folks, if you hear a dog barking in the background, that's Tech C's stomach. He's just a little hungry. right now. I apologize for that. That's what it sounds like.
you know what
when
it
he's
is?
hungry.
They're probably dropping off the pizza you ordered.
Yeah, we
probably,
ordered
yeah.
some food there, so it looks like, I guess,
Yeah.
how long are they going to be at the door?
Up here on the 130.
No, we got
30-second
We
floor.
got 10 minutes.
And why is there a dog in this building?
That's our guard dog.
No pets. No pets allowed.
That's all right.
It's
Oh,
a service animal. It's a service animal.
that's true. It's a very untrained service animal, but it's a service animal to
It's
say
serving
the
a
least.
purpose and it's letting us know that our pizza's here.
Folks, if you'd like to chime in on what we're going to talk about today or just anything we talk about today, we do not have a number available yet. This is our new studio, okay? We're working on that, we promise you. But you can still leave your comments on our live feed, okay, if you like. And if we like your comments, we might actually read them out loud here on the air where everyone, and I mean one, can hear it. So we're still
Questions, your comments, or concerns.
leave us that, folks, and we will play or say that on the air. And it'll be either Tech C or Vato V who's checking those live feeds right now. But before we get into any of that,
Any of that?
Why? Somebody said no cussing. It's un-American. Why is it cussing?
well, let's wait on.
Isn't cussing more American?
Yeah,
I think
it is.
so.
We
I think
cuss.
so. That's what we do here in America. This is America, boy. All right, if you're new to the Mentality Show, or if you've never seen the show, then we must warn you that the views and opinions expressed on this show, some listeners and viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. All right, folks. So that means we are about to get into the meat and potatoes of the show. Did you say fuck, CW?
I did not.
You were thinking it. You were thinking fuck. Yeah, I know.
He
I know
said-
when you're thinking of a cuss word. I know it.
He said fornicate.
We don't give a fornication.
I said coitus.
We don't talk about Bruno.
What's that?
Oh, you don't. Never mind.
Is
You
that
don't
a-
have kids. Well, you don't have
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Not
have
young kids.
subtitles. Hello.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Wait. Fuck.
fuck a duck.
Did it spell? Did it
Closed
spell duck?
captioning
Does
is
it come up?
advised.
Duck.
I see subtitles.
We don't give a duck. All right.
It takes a minute to come, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
So she-
nice.
That's what she said.
Oh, it
does
bleeped it. It bleeped it.
It's bleeping.
So if you are watching the show and you want to hear cuss words and you can't read, then you're out of luck. So it's time to get into the meat and potatoes. We have a very important subject we're gonna talk about today. The advantages and disadvantages of being a man. And the way this subject came up, I was actually speaking with a female the other day, and we were talking about all the sex changes and transitions and transgenders and all this stuff going on, which is fine, totally fine. Whatever you feel comfortable with, whoever you feel you are, do that and be happy, okay?
Be you.
But she said to me, I wonder why some men want to transition into women, because it's not fun being a woman. There's a lot of things about being a woman that I think if men really knew, they wouldn't want to do this, okay? Again, this was her opinion. This is something that just put an idea in my head on what we're going to talk about today, which is the advantages and disadvantages of being a man. So if you're thinking about transitioning into a man, you might want to listen to this show and hear some of these advantages and disadvantages.
Or can we say
Of being a man.
perceived advantages?
I like that. See, that's why we have you on the show, to save our asses, Dr.
Be a man.
Just
boy.
before I got fired from the Mentality Show. I think that's a great way to put it. The perceptions
Perception.
of advantages and disadvantages of being a man. Did I say that right? The perceptual
The
advantages,
perceived advantages.
perceived
Yes.
advantages and disadvantages of being a man. So let's go ahead and get into it. And let's go through the advantages, and then we'll talk about the disadvantages, okay? So let's talk about the advantages now, and let's go down the list. Right now, the one out there that comes to my mind is the perception of strength, okay? There's a perception out there that men should be strong, and men are strong, and men, you can't open the jar of pickles.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Definitely sounded like I was in the afterlife on that one.
I'm a strong man.
Strong men.
Now the word men.
Sounds like I'm about to bone a fat
You know,
woman.
actually, you know what? When you think about that, that's a lot of pressure, huh? The perception of being a strong man. That's a lot of pressure.
How do you know it's like when you're about to bone a fat woman?
I can imagine. Hello. Anybody there?
It's cavernous. It's cavernous.
That's okay, I'm sorry. What were you saying, doctor?
that, for many men, that perception of being strong, that's a lot of pressure.
I agree.
Especially if you don't, and I don't want to say, well, just say if you don't do the things that people assume you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah, then that perception of you being strong is just out, and it makes you look weak.
It makes you look at me, and because you may have this perception of yourself, it makes you even feel weak.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
what kind of
yeah,
man am I? It makes you question your
especially
strength and
because
manhood.
this is a society of comparability, and
Right.
everybody, even if they don't do it consciously, they compare themselves to other people.
Exactly.
You know, and for a comparison purpose, if other people are doing these things that are supposed to be manly and you can't, yeah, how's that going to make you feel about yourself?
Absolutely. Vato V, you know what he's talking about.
I do.
Yep.
I think about you.
Well, that's sweet. Wait, why are you being sweet? You're a man. No.
I'm trying to be perceived as a sweet man.
Sweet man.
Has there, at any time in your lives, has anything occurred that made you feel like, I'm not showing strength here as a man?
Oh, shoot.
And
of
well,
course.
in a relationship,
We've all had
Of
it.
course.
in a relationship, it's like sometimes your girl they say something. Uh-oh.
He's there now.
The pizza man is here.
He didn't get the note.
Here,
I guess not.
There's a note right there on that.
Shall we go get the pizza?
Go get it.
I think
Vato, go handle that.
Yeah,
Go get the pizza.
You're
You're
closest
close
to
to
the
it.
exit.
You're close to, jump out the window there.
This is our food here.
we'll be
Jump
right
out the
back
window.
after these commercial messages.
Vato V's gonna leave for a second. He's gonna go get our food.
Just a second.
Go get my food,
Yeah.
boy. Talking.
No, the wind might have
We're back.
blew the paper off. I put
So-
the plants there to hold it, but
So okay. So all right. So folks don't care about our pizza. Let's talk about being a man. All right.
Man.
So yeah, perception of strength. In my life, I remember there's been times I've been challenged by women and men, and I felt like I didn't handle that appropriately. I felt like I could have handled that more manly. You know what I mean? Like if some guy, and now that I'm older, I realize, okay, I did handle that the right way. But I remember when I was younger, being out at the club, somebody gets in your face. wanting to start a fight for some reason, whatever, and you kind of just step away because you don't want to, end up fighting or embarrassing this person or yourself or that type of thing. So you just kind of step away from the situation.
To get out of hand.
You don't want it to get out of hand, right?
You did that when you were young?
I did that when I was younger. Yeah, I remember one time I was in the club with my girl, and she was having an issue with another girl, and her boyfriend and his boys, because I'm with her, decided they wanted to challenge me and start fighting basically. And we ended up mean mugging each other, basically staring each other down the whole night. Mad dogging each other the whole night. I was
mean mugging. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, mean mugging.
Yeah,
I was waiting for him
mugging. Yeah, mean mugging.
Yeah, I was waiting for this guy, to basically start something, and I was ready to fight him, but my girlfriend at the time, she kind of held me back, and I always felt like, man, I really should have just got into it with these guys or whatever.
The funny part is that his girl held him back.
Yeah, my girl held me back.
Baby, no.
And that's what Jada Pinkett should have done with Will Smith. That's what a good woman does. She knows her man is about to get in trouble. That's what a good woman does.
But when I was young, there was no holding back. It was like, fuck it, let's go.
I know. Yeah. But do you think if you had your woman with you, you think she would have like, no, honey, let's not do this?
My wife
she could have talked you out of it. Yeah.
But
that's what a good woman does.
When I was young, I was always with my boys though, and it was on.
If I was by myself, it would have been a different situation. Yeah. If I was
there
by
are
myself,
some women who egg you on.
Yeah. There are
some women like,
those are like chicks.
You need to get in there and you need to handle your business.
There are some women that
be a man.
There's some women that start the problem and they want you to finish the problem.
Oh my God,
that's
bad. It's
it's not good.
I'm not gonna fight.
That's right. That's a toxic woman.
Yeah.
She just wants to feel good about herself.
Right. Let me ask you something. If you were out with your woman and let's say you got jumped or beat up, not even jump, you got a man smaller than you whoop your ass. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there, right? And then you go home with your woman, and you want a little action. Are you gonna be too ashamed as a man to ask your woman to?
No,
I'm not asking that night.
Because
I'll probably leave it alone that night.
I'll let her. Maybe she'll forget tomorrow.
No. If she's a supportive woman, it wouldn't make a difference.
I'll be like, baby,
that's true.
I'll be like, baby,
I'm not asking.
I'll be like, baby, can you give me some ice?
Can you give me some head while you bring that ice? I mean, she's gonna look at you like, what kind of man you got?
No,
you're not a man. You got. I don't know. I've asked women this question.
If I was with a woman,
and they've
said that, I wouldn't be with her.
Well, they're not gonna say.
What do women say?
I've asked women that question, like, what would you? I've thrown that scenario, and every woman I've talked to, even the sweetest women, they say, it'll be in the back of my mind that this dude got his ass whooped, because women want to feel protected with their man, And if you get beat up by some midget or something like that,
he's gonna kick you in your shin.
Okay, don't hate on little people.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Dr. CW. You're here to save my job at the Mentality Show. Yes, and you get beat up by a little person, okay?
A kid.
You may not want to ask for sex.
We are littles.
Yeah, it's gonna be pathetic sex. It's just
it'll be fucking
oompa loompa.
It'll be like
she's boning like maybe. What if she goes and fucks the little person? Over you. If the dude beats you up, and then takes your woman and fucks her, man, wow, kill yourself.
Why would you think of something?
Here's a question from
don't kill yourself.
Here's a question that says. Would that be a disadvantage? The pressure to be strong.
I definitely think so.
Perception of strength.
But the perception of strength, it can also be culturally based too.
Agreed.
Especially for Hispanics.
Yes.
When I first was diagnosed with PTSD and had anxiety attacks and shit like that, like I felt weak. I felt like I wasn't strong. Yeah. I felt like I wasn't a man.
No reason to feel that way.
But I did. At the beginning, I learned to not feel that way, but
feel like a shell of yourself.
But the beginning, when it first happened, because I had never experienced that.
Right.
When it first happened, I was like, "Fuck!" Like I'm not.
Because you always thought of yourself as like a strong tank of a person.
And it just went down
rolls things off.
Yeah, but like I said, especially in Hispanic, the machismo. Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah, that's very true.
That is huge.
That is very true. A lot of men they want to put it out there. Well, from the Hispanic culture, they want to perceive themselves like a strong, provider, protector.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? But there's a time and a place for that. A lot of guys that want to puff their balls around there, and it's like, come on, man, like,
Puff their balls.
yeah, exactly. You want to puff your little balls and you want to go crazy, but
Puff your little balls.
which is a disadvantage, by the way. We're gonna talk about that. Balls.
So what did you do today? I puffed my little
puff
balls.
my balls. I puff my little balls with the bigger balls.
By the way, just because you have big balls does not make you more manly. It just means you got a lot of nut in your. It actually means you need to be more of a man and make your balls smaller. By
You gotta go-
right?
You have
a
the
condition.
newscaster seen the guy with the biggest dick or something? Did you send me that?
Hell yeah.
And her eyes were like, oh my god.
What? What's that?
Some guy was like, he supposedly had the biggest dick or whatever.
He has the
and
Guinness World biggest dick or whatever.
And he gets his phone and he shows her, and she's, oh, whoa.
A newscaster?
I sent it to
She almost had an orgasm?
I sent it to the.
Can we show it on? No.
No. Come on
it's
now.
All right, let's move on, guys. Okay,
Yeah, it's
higher
tough.
pay. Higher pay is an advantage. Remember, these are perceived advantages.
Yes, it shouldn't be.
Higher
but
pay for gentlemen, for
That's
men.
not perceived though. That's still the truth
It's
though. If
true.
you
Yeah.
do-
I mean,
do
it, I
statistics,
mean,
it's still the truth.
it is.
And my job
it
is
is-
perceived.
It's a fact, unfortunately.
It is, yeah.
It's an unfortunate fact.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on the job you do. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on the kind of
yeah.
job you do.
Yeah.
If it's a job that requires strength,
Yeah.
Well, no,
That's a question
That's
I-
across the board, though.
Yeah.
It's across the board, unfortunately.
Do male strippers get the same pay as female
No,
strippers?
no.
Listen.
Yes,
Or male porn stars.
Yeah.
porn stars,
It's
yeah.
across
Females
the
make
board.
more money.
But there
Females make
are
more
some
money.
outliers.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
across the board. But there
fans
are a
only.
couple
Women
of
make more money
outliers.
than on fans only, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Women, and we're not trying to
Tell us more
sexualize.
about
Tell us
fans
more. Tell us
We're
more.
not, from what I understand, I read somewhere.
Right.
I don't know how much money they
You
make.
don't even read.
I know. I can't even read these subtitles that's going on.
They showed him some
It's on
pictures.
the online.
And we're not trying to sexualize women or anything like that, but when it comes to that,
Yeah.
a woman using her body of a sexual, in any kind of a sexual nature, she's an attractive woman. She can make a whole lot of money, more money than I would say an attractive man could make. You know,
What's your thoughts of like? It's a touchy subject. It's hard to say and talk about it, but
don't be scared.
yeah, I'm scared. But like, I watch these videos and V sends them to me all the time, and I send them to him. But I watch these videos of like a female police officer, getting into it with somebody. Like sometimes they get their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like these criminals don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And they'll beat the fuck out of a woman.
Yeah.
With no problem.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, kill
why
him.
do we keep sending females into like the police work when they're getting killed or beat up? I mean, that's just
Well, I think
wrong.
I think in that situation, I don't agree with just one police officer going out by themselves. You should have a partner.
They
at
don't
least a
though. Usually they
partner.
partner them,
Exactly.
right?
That's what I'm saying. You should have a
but
partner.
LAPD partners them with female. Though.
And
Yeah.
you notice the California State Patrol, you never see a single female out there in the patrolling the freeways, the highways by themselves, because that's a job where it's just one officer. You notice it's never a female. It's
CHP,
always a CHP.
Yeah.
It's always a male. It's
No.
never a female.
But when you look at it, when you look at it from the basic point of view, a man is stronger than a female.
And it's true.
Physically.
Okay.
Physically.
Yeah. Physically.
Physiology-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Physically,
the physics
which is
of a
why
man
which
is-
is why these men have that mentality.
Yeah.
She's a weak woman.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
can
stronger than
fuck
her.
her up
I
and
can
get
do
away.
whatever I
Yeah.
want. Exactly. I mean, that's terrible.
And it's happened.
That's
Unfortunately, it's
terrible.
happened.
And that goes back into the fallacy of strength, or perception of strength for men.
I think that I think
Swamp
the
ass.
women should just be able to shoot somebody, and that's it. Like just,
I agree with that.
Like if you're on duty and you can't handle it, just fucking fire and shoot them. That's it.
You have a lot of black men getting killed in this situation. What was that lady in Minnesota?
Men in general.
Yeah,
Men in general.
Exactly.
yeah.
Men in general getting killed. You're absolutely right. But I hear what you're saying, Tex. It's a good point.
It's what do you do?
You make sure you just partner them up. Make sure they have appropriate backup.
I have a question though. I don't even know. I don't know this question. It's answer, but the military does the military put women on the battlefield?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good.
If you know the answer to that, hit us up and let us know. We actually
is a
don't know
good
the
question.
answer to
I'm
that.
sure they do.
I've never seen that.
I don't
I've
know.
never seen anything.
Do they put them like in action? Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
or do they usually have them behind the desk or in the
No,
kitchen?
I'm sure they do.
These are jokes, folks.
That's
These are
the most-
jokes.
That's
These are
messed
jokes.
up.
These are just jokes.
You sure
come
you
up
hear
here-
that? That show up in
You
the
have a female walk up right now and slap the shit out of you. Right, bro.
And I'll Hey, this
We
is
don't do
this
that
is an
around here.
equal world,
We
right?
don't do that around here.
Hey, that's a good question. We talked about this on the show before. If a woman bigger than you, comes up and just slaps the shit out of you, okay, and then keeps slapping you, all right?
Fight her like a man.
Do you fight her like a man, or do you just kind of fend her off? If you try to fend her off, thinking I'm stronger than her, and this woman is actually stronger than you, what do?
Walk away.
Run away.
And she's coming after
away.
you. She's still smacking. You,
Just
smacking
grab her,
shit
be
out.
like-
or she got you in the corner.
Just grab and be like, hey,
We
We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
With the 5 fingers. Yo, what do you
We
do?
don't talk about Bruno.
I don't get the
It's a
reference.
Disney movie.
Okay.
Disney movie.
Do you have it? Can you play it or something like that?
go
All
play.
right. So, what do you do? Do you fight that woman like a man, or
I can't. I won't be able to hit. I won't be able to hit a female. I mean, I'll try to.
even
like,
if she's stronger than you?
what the fuck am I gonna
What
do?
if she's kicking the shit out of you?
Yeah, if she's beating your ass.
What if she's kicking the shit out of you?
Then
What
I'll
do you
shoot
do?
her. Then I'll shoot
Yes.
her.
Yeah, I would never hit a woman, but I'd shake the shit.
Be like,
Stop it.
But that's perceiving
Well,
that you're stronger than her.
no,
What
but
if
see,
she's
here's the
stronger than
thing.
you?
Obviously,
I'll
if
just hug
she's
her.
obviously
I'll just hug her.
if she's hitting you and she's kicking the shit, or she's fucking you up, like you have the right to defend yourself at that.
Which is
at
true.
that point.
But I would
that
try
point.
to bear hug.
You
her,
hit
seriously.
a woman, V?
If she's kicking the shit out of me, yeah.
No.
She's a woman.
But that's my shit right there. Let me just pick it, put it back in my ass.
You know that kind of goes back to, what if a woman's whooping your ass and you're like, I'm not gonna touch you because you're a woman? Does that make you a chauvinist?
It could. It could.
Some people would look at that and go, "Oh, you think you think you're stronger than her? You think she
You're
doesn't have the same?"
Yeah, we're gonna
strength
have
as you
cancel
'cause
culture. Be like, oh, so
right, exactly. See, I mean, it's all this is,
Hey, and that might be empowerment to women. Really, you're not gonna hit me? What about now? What about now?
and then you just punch her in the face. She's like, "Okay, equal."
Here you go.
Everything's
Respect.
equal.
Here's my number.
All right, so here's one you brought up, V. Men, I guess this is kind of goes into the whole strength thing. Men are considered alpha. Okay, that's actually, would that be a disadvantage? Considered alpha
Again, like you said, it goes right back into the strength.
It goes.
But you know, there's men out there that they want their woman to be an alpha, and
Exactly,
like
they're
the
attracted to that.
beta. It's like
confidence.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, there's some men who love their woman to be the provider, so to speak, which is probably another one.
Yeah, we talk. Yeah, that's actually coming up. Provider, protector.
yeah.
Situation. Women expect that from their men. If you don't have that about you, then you're looked at as weak. Yeah.
Here's a question. I don't know. So how many people here, I don't know, would care if their woman was the protector?
When you say protector, you mean protector and
Does
or provider?
is she a fighter?
Like
whip ass?
yeah, like she would protect
no.
you. She would protect you. Like if it was a situation, she'd be like, you know what, baby? Hold on, let me take off my. I got this.
And then you just stand back and go get him, baby. no, I can't do
Like
that.
Kevin
I
Hart,
can't be that guy.
like Kevin Hart says, I'm a good witness.
Right, exactly. No,
I'm like,
couldn't
baby,
do it,
hey,
man.
if she wants to do it, I'm like, you go. I got your back, girl. I got the phone. 911's on speed dial. Just in case we need it.
Rasputia.
Rasputia.
I couldn't do it. Again, that goes back to me not feeling, because I have to feel like I'm.
But what if you do it and then you get your butt whooped? And she'd be like, I told you.
Oh, now that's
To-
sexy. If I
to
get
let
my
me-
ass whooped,
to let me have it.
What if you get your ass whooped and then she whips that guy's ass?
And
Okay.
then there you go.
We're
and
done.
Then,
We're
yeah.
we're done. You might as well move to another country. And she better not know she better not meet any of your future girlfriends,
Yeah.
or anything like that, because she's gonna have a story to tell.
And it's and the video goes viral.
Oh man!
You're on the
done.
floor like this. And the video goes viral.
On a honeymoon, she carries him across the threshold.
Masturbation Nation.
I wouldn't have an issue. Be like,
Thank you. I would not have an issue either.
Of her being the physical,
I wouldn't care.
the stronger physical person.
yes.
I would have a problem with that.
Well, that's
I
you.
can date a woman that can. Now, let's say she's a trained fighter, like MMA type thing, and she's been doing that all of her life. That might be different. But if she's just some roundaway girl that just
Basically, he's
got
saying,
hands,
is she ratchet? Is she
you-
ratchet?
you got women out there who
Those UFC fighter girls, man, they kick your ass.
That's
like
right.
Ronda
They will
Rou-
kick
like a
you
Ronda
up.
Rousey.
Ronda
yeah.
Rousey type chick, you
Beats
know.
the fuck out of you.
Then she's been training all of her life, and okay, that's your job, that's your thing.
But
I understand.
you would know this going into it, though.
Yeah, exactly. But if she's someone who doesn't make a living doing this,
Who's
and
gonna
she's
surprise you all of a sudden with that on the first
right?
date?
I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
So, do you have
And I'm
anything
standing
else?
like a little bitch. I'm just over here like, just go get him, baby. Okay, that's right. Doug, make sure. Okay, swing. I mean,
No, he'd be like,
giving instructions.
Hey, I'll hold your purse.
Okay, here's a question. A woman being you asked me this last week, actually, Doctor. Are you okay with a woman making more money than you and being the provider in the family?
Absolutely.
I'm totally okay with that.
If you're in a if you're in a relationship and you guys
Yes,
are
please.
vested, yeah, by all means, you know.
As you said,
Yeah.
as long as she doesn't lord it over you.
Yes.
You know,
Don't
as
rub
long
it
as
in your
she doesn't
face.
like, well, you still only making 86,000. I make 286,000. What is your problem? Yeah,
right,
that would,
you need to. Yeah, exactly.
that
What
would,
kind of man are you?
that would
Like,
bother me.
I can't do
bother
she
me.
telling all your friends,
Just be like,
"He ain't
no
make
dick for
money."
you, bitch.
Yeah, she telling all your friends, I bought him that car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be bad.
She just
I
be
bought
bad.
him that car. He won't even drive me in.
she's emasculating. If she's emasculating you in the process, then
She
no.
puts a license plate frame on your truck that says, "This is her car."
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No, this is his car. Not.
Yeah, it's gonna say hers and hers.
Yeah. hers and hers.
Oh,
I
man.
like it.
All right. Another advantage of being a man is that we are usually the taller ones.
Perceived advantage.
No, this
Oh,
is
actually,
a physical. We're taller.
this is
We're
true.
taller.
Men tend to be taller
Sir,
than women.
Hey,
Hey, I'll tell you this right now.
Can I do my job, sir?
I would love to date taller women. Man, that's
Really?
that's sexy
Yes,
to me.
I dated
That
a
is
woman who was
sexy to me.
6'3". When she
That
would
is
put heels
sexy.
on, I felt like it was almost like I was dating a woman the height of Kobe Bryant or somebody. It was, she was striking.
My wife and I are close to the same height. When she puts heels on, she's taller than me.
Oh, no,
Oh,
hey,
well, how
I-
tall are
I-
you, Tixie?
I love dating.
5'9".
5'9". Okay, you're
Yeah.
considered average height.
I'm an average height.
Average
Yeah.
height. How about you, CW?
6'1",
6'1"?
6'1.5", actually.
Wow. See, that's what men do. 6'1.5".
Yeah.
Women, yeah. Women shave off weight. We add on height, man. We add on height. I'm gonna say you're about 6 feet.
See, only
As the
because
tallest
he's
one at the
6'1.5".
No, sir, I'm 6'2.5". As the tallest one at the table, I hereby declare you 6 feet.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, how tall is V?
6'1",
Yeah, V's about 6'1".
6'1".
6'1",
Actually,
We're about the same height.
CW's
Yeah,
about
what?
6'1". Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
6'1" and a half.
Yes, it's the
So,
half.
and what are the advantages of being taller?
We could reach it when we go to the store.
Exactly, that's about it.
Could you get that for me? Thank you.
We can look when we're in a concert. We could look over everybody.
Oh, everybody's
Right?
heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
And women are usually this
They're
is true,
attracted to
they're
taller
usually
men.
more attracted to taller men.
Are
Yeah.
women more attracted to taller men? Let us know, ladies.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
please,
that's
yeah.
obvious.
Definitely, yeah.
That's everywhere. I've read that.
Like I
everywhere.
said, though, how many people would date a woman taller than
I would.
I know you would.
I would.
If
Yeah.
you guys weren't married, would you?
I don't like taller women.
Okay.
I've dated a girl that was my height.
Everybody's
You know.
taller than you though. Tim.
Stop.
You're limiting your
Average.
possibilities.
What's an average woman height? 5'5".
About 5'4",
5'4",
5'6".
Yeah, five. Yeah, about
5'4", 5'5".
5'4" is too
5'4",
short.
yeah.
5'5", 5'6". Yeah.
A girl like 6 foot,
You like-
6'6".
Yeah.
I think a woman 5'9", and just everything's
yeah, that's
right.
nice. Yeah, 6.
Oh, that's
yeah.
very high. That's a very high. Very high.
Dylan's getting turned on right now by himself. He's
like-
turning himself on right now. He's like,
oh wow, that's nice. That's nice.
He's like, oh yeah.
He's like, if she's 6'7", he'd be like this. Let me jump. Let me kiss you,
6'7".
baby. He has to jump up to kiss her.
6'7", that's too much. I wouldn't mind having the experience of boning a woman 6'7", but I wouldn't want to date
He
one
had to
6'7".
take it there. He
Need a
had to
stool.
take it there.
I wouldn't. I couldn't date one 6'7".
how would you bone 6'7" woman, dude?
Yeah, I do.
She's gonna
It's
grab
gonna have
him.
to all be horizontal.
He's
It's gonna all
like,
be
you put her
horizontal.
legs up and her legs are like, damn.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
How you gonna
Oh,
take? What is it?
man.
How you gonna take a 10-foot rope to a 30-foot cave? What is it called?
Never heard that before? No one knows, Vato.
I know where you're going, though. I think I do it. Hey, he tried, guys. He tried.
Oh,
tried.
wait,
tried.
wait.
Oh.
Oh God!
Oh,
Don't
okay.
play that ever again. I just went halfway deaf on that one.
What?
Man.
He can't even remember.
I want to make sure I take off. No, that's messed up.
And we
Okay.
got a best actor for documentary here.
Right.
Here's one. Hey, we don't need to wear makeup to look pretty.
Yes.
And I don't think women should wear. I don't think women should wear
Give me-
makeup
give me
in-
some on
either.
that.
They're
I agree.
naturally beautiful.
Yes.
You know they should focus on that.
Have you ever
That's
seen a
just
woman
me.
who's just gorgeous without makeup, and then she puts on makeup and she's even gorgeouser though.
Gorgeous.
More gorgeous.
She's
More
what?
gorgeous.
I know. I'm just.
Have you seen those?
Beautiful.
Have you seen those Instagram videos where they have a girl? She looks horrible.
Yeah.
Like she looks horrible,
Yeah.
and then she puts on her whole mask and she looks all right.
Yeah.
Damn, she's not
Yeah.
bad.
I don't like that. That's
I don't like that.
fakeness. Yeah.
That's called false advertising.
Yes. Because most time we see them, especially if we have a relationship with them, we're going to see them for the most part without makeup.
Yep. I think
agree.
if you don't wear makeup, then people will be attracted to you for who you are.
Yeah.
I am so attracted to a woman with a baseball cap, shopping at the grocery store, dressed down, baseball cap.
I agree with
That
that.
is hot to me,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That is
Ponytail
so hot to
and
me.
a cap.
Ponytail.
agree with
Just,
that.
just
Oh, women, if you're listening out there, you don't need to be doing all that stuff.
that's
to
right. Focus
make
on
your-
self-sufficiency.
Women.
Yes.
Selling those phone numbers 818.
I was
Six
not
nine.
saying, keep going.
You're like
No.
699. You're right.
Yes, I'm not saying keep
Your ass is mine.
699, your ass is mine.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, please dress down. That is a very, very attractive look. We all said it. 4 out of 4 men here agree.
I like
that
like
that's a hot look.
casual look, jeans,
Yeah.
tight,
Oh, yeah.
tight jeans, tight shirt, and
Yeah.
ponytail.
agree
You
with
can
that.
you can have on sweatpants,
Sweatpants, yeah.
and
Leggings.
Crocs. Legging. Oh man.
Stop it. There he
That
goes
is-
again. There he goes again.
Turn himself
Whoever
on.
invented that, man. You know, leggings are such a great.
Why weren't leggings
Thing for
around when
women.
we were young? Man?
I know.
What
Well,
the
when we were
fuck?
young, we didn't need much. You can wear freaking
No.
cross colors.
What about the young kids today that get to
I know they get
experience
that.
the girls with leggings?
I know.
One of our viewers said catfishing. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a lot of catfishing.
Leggings are such a hot item that. Have you ever saw a woman walking down the street like, man, that woman looks nice in those leggings, and she's turning around. She turns around. She's 70 years old. That's how hot leggings. It's just.
And you got this.
It
You know
keeps
what?
everything tight.
I like those leggings.
I wouldn't say anything to her. But have a nice day, man.
looking good.
But see, you know, there's a lot of females nowadays that they do that BBL. What is it? The butt lift or whatever. Or
Oh, that's
whatever. It's
horrible.
Why?
That's so
Why?
fake.
Some
How
of
when they
them-
put fat cells in their ass?
yeah, or they even
They
put
do too much
transplants.
with
Just like, man, like why? There's
Why?
women out
They're
there.
trying to
that-
get the J-Lo ass.
It just looks like a diaper, man.
It does.
It's
Yeah, it
bad.
doesn't
It
look
does.
Or some females have like skinny ass legs and they have like a big ass, like
Pear
why,
booties and
dude?
stuff?
Like, that looks bad.
It's horrible, man.
Don't do
It's
that,
horrible.
ladies. Don't
Would
do
you
that.
still fuck her though?
No, I can't.
Okay, I think you would.
I think he would.
I won't. I can't do that.
Spread
You'd be like,
eagle.
can you lift that up just
Vato
slightly?
V, come here.
I know.
Can you lift my nalgas up? No, I don't think so. Or
I
someone
wonder how
like
that
gripping.
feels. Have you ever been with a woman with a fake ass?
No, I have not.
Because women with fake titties, you can feel the
You feel the-
fakeness.
you
You can
when
feel
you
the,
feel a
you
woman's-
can feel
you can feel
the,
the
the implant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And if she lays to the side, you can actually see
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it's not done well.
if it's not done
Yeah.
well, right? If they didn't put enough
Most
fat
of them are not
tissue
done
or
well.
something.
Most
like
I
that.
agree. Most of them.
Most of these
Or
girls.
many
They're
of
kind of
them, yeah.
hard. Or a
Because
woman's
they don't have the
fake
money.
ass.
to get it
Yeah,
done well.
yeah. Because you go to Beverly Hills and pay the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
get
get
some
a good
nice
job.
ones.
Which
Yeah.
is what you
if
should
you go to
do.
TJ, you already know what you're getting for.
You don't know if you're gonna even come back home. We've
Yeah,
read stories of women.
that one Instagram girl, I don't know her name now, I can't remember, but she did I think a butt lift,
yeah.
and she died on the
died.
table,
She
dude.
died. Yeah.
Wow.
It was in Tijuana, right?
No,
Yeah.
not in
No,
no,
it was like- it was
Colombia.
like
I think it was
Colombia,
Colombia
yeah.
or Venezuela. One of those.
Something like that.
She was a beautiful girl. She was already beautiful.
Yeah.
And
If your doctor doesn't sound like CW but sounds like Vato V,
that's right.
do not go to your doctor.
No, don't go. Well, according to my table here, no.
Can you just work around?
See,
Yeah, we do that. Yeah,
He
we
goes,
do that.
sí, en el piso, ahora mismo.
aquí en la mesa. Right here.
What would you say as a doctor, Vato V? She came in and, hey, can you just work around the edges?
Sí,
and
a ver, déjame ver las chichas ahí para vamos, hombre. Hacerlo,
You gotta
yes.
see Vato V's hands right now. They're like all
Yes.
over the place. Man. If your doctor's doing all that right there, man.
Yes, no. Get away from that doctor. No,
Picho,
no, no.
picho.
Yeah. Algas.
Sexy, what would you say if you were a doctor?
Pass the Bud Light.
Give me a beer.
Give me a beer.
We're gonna install a boner cam because you like talk yourself up. You give yourself like a boner, dude. As you're talking about like, oh yeah, we'll cut to the boner cam, dude. And
You
see
didn't notice that the
boner,
table started rising a little bit? From the aspirin?
We're gonna put one of those infrared cameras.
Yeah, it's gonna be all red. It's gonna be all red around
dude.
it.
See the heat. See how hot this guy is.
Vasodilator.
Oh, go to the boner cam.
It's been a while. No, we
Wait a
all
minute.
pretty.
Wait a minute. Didn't we just discuss that you can't get one? You had
Can't get
problems?
What?
Did
No.
you have problems today? Or
You see how we're looking at him? Like he's making that up. He's
you
making
said that
that up.
earlier. He had problems. Isn't it?
We'll be back right after this. No, I never said anything like that. I am a healthy man of a certain age.
We'll be right back after our sponsors of Viagra.
We'll be right back after these.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
about
me
to do.
kicking
to
his
Texas.
ass.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to Will Smith your ass. So man, I DDT your ass. So we don't need to wear makeup. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Here's a big one, Vato V. You actually this one's for Tech C because this guy does this shit everywhere.
What's
We can pee anywhere.
We can.
We can pee
only when I
anywhere.
drink.
matter of fact, he's peeing right
Don't
now.
you drink all the time? Right.
At this moment, he's
At this
peeing.
moment, he
This
is.
guy will pee anywhere. He'll be like, pull up in front of that church. I need to pee real quick. Pull up in front of that school. I need to pee real quick. Pull up in front of that hospital. Whatever. I need to pee real quick.
What are you doing, Tech? I'm relieving myself.
It's like, one time I drove this dude to my apartment, and I live in a nice fancy apartment. Okay?
Fancy.
It's fancy. I live in a nice place.
Is that
I live in a nice place.
a closet?
And we pull up, and Texie's half drunk after the show one time, and all of a sudden I hear, and I look down, this dude's peeing in my parking space. And in the garage, if you pee in a parking space, that shit lingers for weeks. I had to go and get buckets of water and clean his piss.
that this situation happened.
Oh, I was so upset. I had to clean his piss.
You did not clean my piss.
He was
I had to
Let
get
that shit
buckets of
dry,
water.
dude.
I had to get buckets and pots
Oh,
of
please.
water and clean that shit.
You
Or
could piss
my
in
place would still smell like piss.
You can piss in my
Can I
office.
piss? I'm gonna piss.
My
I'm gonna
office
piss in your
in
microphone
downtown
right now.
LA.
Yeah. Piss out
Open the window. Open the window.
Over here.
Yeah.
Ladies, can you pee anywhere? No, that's an advantage we have. Okay,
I was in Big Bear
you
couple
saw a
weeks
woman
ago,
pissing.
and we're close to the Circle K, and I was going somewhere, and this girl was squatting down, dude.
Nice.
Her shorts to her knees, and she was just letting go, dude.
Nice.
Hey,
Was
you
she-
gotta
was she
go. You gotta
attractive?
go.
Oh, I don't remember, but
You remember that shit?
she was blonde. I know that.
How long did you look?
As long as it took me to pass by.
I'm not gonna lie. Seeing a woman pee, if she even looks anything attractive, that's sexy to me. I'm not gonna lie. That is a sexy. I'm not gonna lie. I am the one thing you know about me as on this
pervert.
show is I'm an honest pervert.
That's the one thing we know.
I'm an honest
For
pervert.
sure.
I
That's
think
an
we talked
advantage.
about this before. You told me, V. You said that's something that's attractive to you as well.
It's attractive when
Well,
a
don't
female's
judge me.
attractive. I'm not judging you. You're the
Okay.
one that brought it up.
But you act
So
like you over there like
you're
you
saying that
not.
you're attracted to women that
Pissers?
like to pee.
No. Wow. Man,
That's
y'all
what I
like
said.
I said single woman pee is attractive. I didn't say I'm attractive.
Single women
Single
pee.
woman
so she
peeing?
has like a jar of pee.
Seeing
And says,
a
I'm
woman-
single.
Oh,
You're like
seen.
you're also hot.
If I happen to see a woman pissing, that's sexy to me.
You like wizards.
I'm sorry.
But the way you're saying is like, oh, you're only attracted to women that piss.
That doesn't. I'm sorry. To me,
You flipping it.
If she's in the middle of the street,
You trying to get
and
in my
she's
head.
taking a leak, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, sexy."
I'm not gonna say that. I just said I didn't say I'm gonna say
What's
anything.
up? What's up?
I said if I see a woman peeing, that's sexy. I didn't say I'm gonna go up. Hey, hi, I'm Delano. Nice
Is
to
that-
meet
is
you.
that
Can I?
sexy to
Here's
you,
my
a woman
number.
peeing?
Yes.
No, I'm okay
Texie.
with that.
Well, I know Vato V. KC on the show. What? Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you at
Don't
all.
judge me. Okay.
No one's judging
A
you.
few people on the show, we've talked about this before, have admitted that that's a, so I'm not. Am I the weird one here?
It's
Am I the
okay.
weird one
Stay
here?
strong
No.
in your convictions.
Yes,
It's okay.
I am
Okay.
attracted. I am and I am saying that, and I'm double downing on it. If I
It's
see a woman and
it's
she's
attractive
attractive
because she
and
has
I
an
see her
ass.
peeing,
Her
that's
ass is out.
attractive to me.
Her ass is out.
her
That's
ass
it.
is out, and water is coming out of her coochie. I don't know. That's attractive to me.
Okay.
What is this? Is this a Disney song?
That song I was talking about.
Are we talking about this during urination? I feel weird.
We don't
playing
talk
a
about
Disney
Bruno.
song?
We don't talk about piss.
We're playing a Disney song during pissy conversation. All right, I got the idea. All right. Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Here's one last one. Men can get ready within like a few minutes,
5 minutes.
like 5 minutes. We're not saying that.
Except you.
That's
That's true.
Yes, he had me waiting for like 10 minutes. I said, I'm here.
This
And I'm
motherfucker is like
waiting
a
outside waiting for
female.
him.
Y'all don't know what I'm doing while y'all down there waiting for me. I might be doing something else. You know, so.
It takes forever.
He has to
so
like get
that's
the
an
right
advantage.
clothes. He's
like,
like
come
powder
on.
his balls.
He does. Just
Spray his cologne.
Dab here, dab here.
Check his hair that he don't have.
It's true. All true stuff. All true stuff.
he's like,
Eyeliner, his mustache.
In fact, he'll be transitioning into a woman's head.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Check himself in the mirror like 5 times.
before he leaves again, he still checks himself out of the mirror.
And then come out and ask you, does this look
Do
okay?
I look okay?
Does it look okay? You think everybody like it?
Just because. Okay.
Motherfucker,
Hey,
nobody cares.
All right.
No.
Like
All
a
right.
typical man is like, you look all right.
All right, we got about
I'm
3
gonna
more
go
seconds
change.
to talk about this.
I'm gonna change.
You look.
Just because I don't just get up and throw on New Balance and my dad's shirt with all that in like 2 minutes does not mean I'm a. Am I the weird one here?
Am I the Metro one here? What the fuck?
You are the Metro.
I care about my appearance. Simple as that. I keep myself groomed. I keep myself clean.
Your face
I
don't
always
say you're
look good.
groomed.
Hey, you look good. You smell good. You smell good. You fuck good. You know.
And he's none
There
of
you go.
those.
Hey,
Zilch.
So I do all that for nothing.
1 out of 4. 1
One
out
out
of
of
4
four is not bad.
I hope y'all motherfuckers don't find me attractive. I don't want any of y'all. All right.
You smell a little musty right now.
You're sitting next to C-Dubs.
Oh,
That's what you smell.
It's 100
Come all the way over here.
It's 100 degrees out here.
And it is 100 degrees out here.
Swamp ass.
All right, folks. All right. Men never have to fake an orgasm. That's an advantage, right? We never have to fake an
We
orgasm.
don't have to, but
We
you
can.
can fake
You faked orgasms?
Unfortunately, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
why?
Why? Because it was bad.
Why?
It was bad.
Just
so,
stop fucking her.
And so I was like, okay. Well, you know, I ain't wanted to feel bad.
Coming.
You know, I ain't wanted to feel bad.
I'm fake coming.
You know, I ain't wanted to feel bad. So I was like, oh.
We just heard Dr. C-Dub do a fake orgasm. Do it again. I hope this show is being recorded.
I'm
so.
not doing it again.
I have a PhD.
She was like, wow, that wasn't an intelligent orgasm.
Like, I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I'm a doctor.
And then I'm like, so how did you feel after It was passable. It was passable.
Oh, man. Doctor. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Okay. All right. So, have you ever faked an orgasm, Batobi?
No, I can't.
I've never faked an orgasm.
Bust the
I've never
nut.
done it.
Yeah. Have you ever faked an erection?
Faking it.
Hey, feel this. Feel this. Feel this. How do you fake a?
I
don't
I'm
know,
just being
yeah.
silly. I'm
You like
just
turn the
being
lights off.
Yeah, turn the lights off.
Are you happy to see me? No, that's a brush.
Why does your dick feel like rubber? It's mine. Trust me. Just put it in. I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Oh,
I know what I'm
man.
doing.
Have you ever? Okay, here's one. Have you ever orgasm? You're fucking her, and you end up coming faster than you expected,
Yes.
but you pretended like you didn't. Like you just kept fucking her. Like
I've done that.
Yeah, you know, like
As it's going limp, you're like
Yeah.
thrust harder. Like
Keep going.
I got this.
They can, obviously they can feel it, but it's like I don't give a shit. One more. I know you have one more.
see, Alvato V, he's known. This guy can. He's like a rabbit. This guy can fuck, bust, keep fucking, bust, and on and on and
Give me
on.
5
Rinse and
minutes.
repeat.
Give me
Rinse
5
and
minutes.
repeat. Yeah, this guy, you're something else. You are something else. I know your body, sir.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Okay,
you do.
so we talk about these things. All right, so you never have to fake an orgasm. Okay, here's one. Vato V, you brought this up.
Mosquitoes.
We can open our legs anywhere in public. We can open our basically by sitting down. We can sit
Yes.
down comfortably
As
with
I'm
our legs
sitting
open.
right now.
Yeah, with our legs open. I'm sitting with my leg. I never have to think about the fact, do I need to cross my legs or somebody's going to see my mangina or something like that?
Mangina.
Angina.
But we can do that. That's an
Be
advantage.
like Sharon Stone and free
That's
balling.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a sexy scene when she did that.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Okay.
They say, and this is what they say.
What
Okay.
they say.
All right. And I've talked about this on the show before.
That's what Dylan was
And I
saying.
might get in trouble for this.
That's what
right.
they. He's gonna get in
When
trouble.
we're younger, when we're in our teens, when 20s, nobody wants to fuck with us, man. Nobody wants to fuck us. I mean, we may get some pussy here and there, but we're looked at as kind of immature, not ready, not quite ready for a woman yet. So nobody, we always chasing pussy because it's harder to get.
Right.
But women, when they're that age, between 18 and I would say, depending on how she takes care of herself, maybe mid 40s or whatever. The world is a woman's. Can we turn that shit? Hearing my own voice is nerve-wracking. No,
Sexy.
The world is a woman's oyster. She can pretty much, all she has to do is just go piss around the corner and dude's going to want to fuck her. I don't know. A woman can do anything and a man is going to want to fuck you between those ages. But men, nobody really wants us until we're of a certain age because now we're mature. Now we've established ourselves, hopefully. In life.
I disagree. I think there's women who like young guys.
You got those cougar type of women. You have those one-offs and stuff. But for the most part, like
they're in the news all the time.
Yeah,
fucking the students.
Well, yeah, because it's a big world. You're going to hear some instances here and there.
No,
but when you were younger,
no instances. It's because the biology of it is different. But women don't reach their sexual peak till between 30, 35.
And usually when they're at that sexual peak, they want a man of a certain age. They don't usually want younger men.
Which is 18, 21.
But they want to, even women in their sexual peak, they want to fuck guys who are established, money, have themselves together.
They may want to have a relationship with the person with that, but they want to have sex with somebody who wants to have sex
but
all the time.
Okay, so when we were 18, when we were between 18 and 20, did we have all these older women wanting to fuck us?
We just didn't know where to look.
I never had that.
The answer,
a few, right. But did you have,
as did I.
Right now at this age now, if you were single, you would probably have way more choices of women than you did when you were younger, okay? I'm saying, like, when we were 18, nobody wanted to fuck with our, with us when we were teenagers. And when
I agree, because we're mature.
We're immature, and we just didn't have ourselves together, and and women didn't want to go through that stupid stuff. Women are usually about 7 years more mature than men anyway, so they're more attracted to the older man. And now, older men will admit that they are able to pull more women than they were. I'm able to pull more women now than I was when I was 19, 20 years old. Well,
because I think as when you're younger, you just bust the nut faster.
When I was in my 20s, I was able to pull
9 nuts, man.
Lots of women.
When you were in your 20s, you were able to pull lots of women. I think you told me I think you said like around your late 20s, 30s, that's when you were at your peak, right? Because you started getting you had a good job, right? You had a good job. You were making good money. You had a house.
In my early 20s to my mid 20s. Yeah.
See, Texie was a very mature young man, but most men in their 20s, they're still in college, still struggling, trying to make it.
But
women don't want to deal with that shit.
No, I was, man.
Well, in college, you banging college chicks or whatever, but I'm talking about but for the most part, I think if you were out there if you were to put yourself out there, I think you would be able to pull more women now because you have a good job.
Oh, now, yeah.
You're a doctor.
I just don't put
you're established. You drive a Tesla. The only thing holding you back is your looks. That's it. That's the only thing holding you back is your looks. When we were younger, we were more physical specimens. We were probably more and are attractive. I don't know. Some men even age better as they get older too.
Well, again, that's a
perception.
Well.
That's a perception.
So what I'm saying
I
here,
definitely look better now than I did back then.
You think so?
I do.
It's good.
I'm glad you think that.
That's confidence.
That's the confidence an alpha male needs.
That drives a Tesla.
Along with the PhD.
Yeah, that's right. Along with a PhD.
That's true. Yeah, you always can throw that PhD in there. Men. So what I'm saying is, men. This is a saying that men age like houses, and women age like cars.
Depends on the car.
As far as attractiveness.
Yeah. Have you seen those 60s cars and trucks?
Yeah.
They're fucking expensive now.
Well, those are classic cars.
What the fuck?
Do you want a classic woman? Would you fuck a classic woman? A woman in her 70s, 80s?
Like, would you fuck
Mrs. Robinson?
What'd you say, Mrs. Robinson?
Mrs. Robinson.
I bet if you asked the average woman, let's say average 38, 35, 38-year-old woman, what man she would prefer to have in her life, an 18-year-old kid or a 42-year-old man who has himself established, she's probably going to pick the 42-year-old man. But if you ask most of us at our age, would you rather have a 21-year-old woman or a 48-year-old woman? Who are you going to pick? Tell the truth, V. Tell the truth.
What the
48 or 21?
No confirming, no denying.
Yeah, there you go.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Yep.
So true.
I plead the fifth.
I smell like pizza.
Yeah.
Did they bring those wings?
20 or 40?
Oh, when it comes to wings, I'll take the 40.
I think
I'll
that's
take the 40.
No.
Right.
No, you won't.
No, you denied
take
the
the
40,
20.
fucker.
That's funny.
I'm talking about, eating wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll take the flats.
Take the
He'll take the cheaper one.
yeah.
All flats, please.
Yep.
What's
I don't want one. I don't want
the
a
less
woman.
expensive one?
And take him home after.
Are flats cheaper than drums?
Wait, give me 20.
I don't want the woman with chicken wings. I'll tell you that.
that's funny.
Or
I'd
chicken
rather take
legs.
flats. Oh boy, that's disgusting. Okay. All right, so here's one. An advantage. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is that COVID?
Yeah, and
That's 20 wings.
now you guys, it's COVID-20. So
It's COVID 20.
people,
COVID 20.
people call you a bitch when you're weak, not strong. People call you
If
a
you're a
bitch.
man.
That's actually, I'm sorry, that should be under disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
That is it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a disadvantage. Okay, an advantage, no periods.
Yes.
We don't have periods.
Yes. That's why I admire women, man. And
I know,
they can
right?
do
Women?
stuff.
And they have babies.
Bear children,
Yes. Yep.
Mhm.
have periods, and they stress the fuck out.
Yeah, for no reason.
Hormones.
Yeah.
Hormones.
Hey, like I
So-
said, I admire women.
I think that's
around
why.
the
That's
world.
why
think
I
would
always
be
tell
a
my
woman.
wife, God was a man because he gave all the fucked up shit to women.
Hey, but didn't you bring up the point they get the best orgasms though?
But he gave them orgasms because
they get the best
a
orgasms.
female can orgasm for extensive
constantly.
multiples and
Yeah.
extensive
Yeah.
periods of
Okay,
time.
so here's a question.
and a guy just fucking bursts and that's
and he's
it.
done.
It's
So
done.
here's a
Well,
question to
actually,
you.
you can delay that so that a man can actually.
That's all
continue.
bullshit.
It's not.
Tantric
No.
sex.
I've done it
That's called
before.
tantric
No,
sex.
a
right?
man
Tantric
just
sex.
fucking
One. That's it.
explodes.
Most men.
and done.
You
He's
got
done,
some,
and then he
you got
has
some exceptions.
and then he has post nut syndrome.
But a woman can carry on.
It's called
carry
the
on.
refractory period.
Yeah, sure.
So they got the orgasms. We get we get free. We don't get shit. We don't get.
But
no-
women.
So let me
no
ask you a
period.
question
Hold
then.
up. Before you do that, women, since all that stuff, they have that, they can endure more pain
Yes.
than a man.
Yes.
Okay.
Imagine if you had to push a fucking child's head out of your ass.
That's called hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
You're only gonna have like
That's when
an
he takes
H.
the shit.
That's an H.
we wouldn't have a population problem. In this
Exactly.
world.
We would have a problem.
We,
Like,
we would be
Wouldn't.
extinct.
Yeah, we would be extinct. Exactly.
I seen
We
birds,
would just
man.
die out.
I
all right,
seen
what's your
birds.
question? What's your question?
So my question is, would you the trade off? Would you trade in all the labor and the periods and all this stuff
Nope.
once a month
I can't.
to have multiple orgasms whenever
No.
you wanted?
No.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
No.
No.
Okay.
No
All right,
operation
that was
for
my
me,
question.
sir.
No
No,
way.
sir. Negative.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
Would you?
How is that even a trade-off?
You can't.
Well, that's like we said. Women have to go through all this
No.
stuff, but they get longer orgasms and things like that. And here's a sad thing. What about a woman who goes through all that, has your babies and all that, and you can't give her an orgasm?
No, that's
She's not
what.
getting her part of the
That's
deal.
bad.
Did you know that most women do not have orgasms through vaginal sex?
How do they have orgasms through oral sex?
Through oral sex?
Oh,
Yes.
then I'm the man. I'm double. Hey, is there such thing as like when women? We've always
I could be the
wanted to
man
know
too,
this
then.
question. Hey, good for you, sir.
That is motivated. That is
That was a late response. You had to think about it.
No,
But,
I didn't think I was taking a drink,
Takes you-
bitch.
Okay, the other night, back in 2002. Oh yeah, I'm the man too. So, all right, here's a question. Damn, what was my question?
he lost his question.
I lost my
Old
woman.
age.
Well, yeah, I know, right?
Of a certain age.
When a woman squirts, what is that coming out of her body?
Well, it's
Piss.
not. No, it's not urine. Actually,
urine?
It's not
I hope
urine.
not.
No, it's actually not urine. It comes from, I forget the name of the gland that actually women have. You can stimulate it and cause it to
So
squirt.
instead of it being semen, it's sea woman. Is it,
Stop it. Stop it.
what is that stuff? What do you call that?
I mean,
Smegma.
I don't know. What that's
You're the
nasty. That is nasty. Smegma.
You know what
juice.
smegma is?
Smegma juice.
You know what smegma is?
Yes, I
That's
do.
the stuff
under
under your uncircumcised penis.
Your
It's,
Yeah,
du-
it's
it's
disgusting.
Dewey Denim.
Actually, it's
Dewey
called-
Denim.
That's a condition.
Dewey Denim, right?
That's actually a condition called phimosis.
Oh shit.
Under uncircumcised penises.
Damn.
So smegma is under the balls.
No.
What is
Any-
smegma?
Yeah, no, smegma is under the balls.
It's
but
under the balls?
It can also crust with uncircumcised penises, so they can't retract the foreskin.
I'm gonna name my dog.
Oh, so that's when the skin fuses back to the penis.
Smegma, come here, Smegma.
That's
Come here, boy. That's a good boy. Oh,
I love you, Schmegma.
you always smell.
You smell like dog.
Oh
my
man,
God.
I just love the name Schmegma. I hate what it is, but it's a cool name. So yeah, we've always wondered what that squirty stuff is. When a woman squirts, when I make a
Anyone
woman
ever
squirt.
gotten squirted in the eye?
In the face.
Yes.
Here you go. I neither confirm nor deny.
The first time a woman squirted, we were doing it, and my balls just got warm all of a sudden. She was squirting on
It
my
feels like
balls.
piss.
It feels so good.
It was like piss, right?
That's called chlamydia.
That was some warm ass comedian.
It's called an STI. STI. Just for your information.
Chlamydia.
Oh, that STI
I
feels so
think
good.
everybody stopped watching.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, fuck these stars.
People like they're idiots.
It's the mentality show, guys. That's the way we think. That's the way we think.
What if I was like, did you squirt? And she was like, I fake orgasm.
Then I felt warm. What was that?
She's like, I had to go to the bathroom. I relieved myself.
It's like I took a shit.
Oh, that's nasty.
Just like you pee.
Oh, no.
I pissed on you. I'm on my territory.
Oh, man.
Advantages and disadvantages.
You get
Oh,
horrible.
Man.
That's
Horrible.
How about showing emotion?
That's I'm turning my laptop this way. Doctor be reading my script here. Okay, so how's it going, Vatopi? How you doing?
Great, I'm doing great.
All right, so
advantages and disadvantages, but I'm doing great.
let's get into disadvantages. I kind of let things linger a little bit on the show now because we have our own time. That's the
We're
thing
not
about
being
our show
rushed
now.
off.
We're not being rushed out. This show is not just 1 hour.
rush
We can
started.
actually, if we have a good topic, we can go on and on for at
on.
least an hour and 2 more minutes.
And on.
So
Oh, we can go longer than you can go.
See, that's the advantage we have for having a show.
That's
If
right.
we're- If we were man, we'd be done a long time ago.
our show is at its peak right now.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Yes, it is.
This would be a short show.
And we're done.
This would be a TikTok, dude.
Right.
2-second TikTok.
That's it.
Welcome to the mentality. What? It's off? Okay, folks, disadvantages. Now we're going to get into the disadvantages of being a man. We should all know about this. We've run into some of these, I'm sure.
A lot.
A lot of these. There are a lot of disadvantages to being a man.
Be a man, boy.
So let's get into it. Here's mine. One of mine's.
Mine's.
I know that's my word.
Mine
that I enjoy here, or that
Arkansas
I think
shit.
is pretty
plural
important. You cannot cry or show emotion. You're not supposed to cry or show any type of emotion. Let me elaborate here. With these guys all the time, if I'm going through something, I'm probably the most sensitive person on
You
this show.
are.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, let's go
Agreed.
ahead and let that understand.
Okay. We're good. Go
And
ahead.
if by the way, and I gotta say for the record, this motherfucker over here, Tech C, is the most sensitive. You can say to him, dude, man, your car has a little scratch on. Fuck you and fuck you. I feel you.
My car?
Yeah. If you say anything small to this guy, he will attack you. He will attack you. This guy will make you feel like you want to kill yourself.
I wouldn't know if that. I wouldn't call that sensitive. Maybe
We're going to
reactive.
intermission.
Anger issues.
Because
or
I'm about to
something.
fuck this guy up.
We'll be right back after
We'll be
this.
right back
commercial
after this.
message.
Sensitive.
We'll be right back after this beating.
And when you say sensitive, you got to say sensitive. So we can't cry or show emotion. If I'm going through something, if I'm having a hard time or whatever, and I can't talk to these guys, and that's how it is for a lot of men. They
I gotta
can't
show
talk
up
to
for
their
you.
boys.
But that's a myth.
Or and if you do talk
is
to
a
you,
myth.
if you do talk to your boy, they're gonna be like, all right, man, you'll be all right. Hey, you
if
gonna
you
watch
have-
the game later? You know,
What if you have
that's
like
that's
two
the
men
extent of it.
crying on the phone?
That's all right, dog. It's
know.
okay.
How you feeling? I'm okay. How are you?
See, and it's funny. It's funny because men don't normally do that.
But
That's why it's funny.
But they should be able to do that though.
Exactly.
They
That's
should
an
be able to
that's
do
a-
that.
They should be able to do it. It's a
Should be able
disadvantage,
to cry.
and that's why the
But
suicide
at this-
rate among men is at its highest.
Okay.
It's at its peak.
Okay.
Is it among,
But-
is it among
but
men? Is it eyes?
Yeah.
It's probably among a certain age group too. But
Well,
anyway,
yeah, teenagers.
women again make men feel like they have to be that way. Because if a man starts crying, then a woman doesn't know what to do. Why are you crying?
Yeah, she
What-
it's
what's
less
wrong with
attractive
you?
to her.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Even single women who raise little boys will tell them,
Yeah.
you need to be a man, you need to grow up.
Well, not so
that
much
type of
now,
thing.
but yeah.
Yeah,
it
not
does
so
have-
much now
yeah.
with this
If
generation.
she asks
you're
you,
right.
why are you crying? Tell them, because I'm crying. Because I'm sad.
'Cause I'm saying,
Even in my
Just hug me and
class,
hold
I
me and
asked
love
that
me.
question. I was like,
Hold
so
me
what
and
if the person that you happen to be with burned like the eggs and started crying? Over half of the women were like,
What the
no,
fuck?
yeah, like no,
Be a man.
just, be a man. What are you
Right.
crying for? And they said they would lose respect for him.
right. Exactly. I lose.
that's
If a
terrible.
man crying over burning eggs,
Yeah, over burning something.
Well, I mean,
I would
that's-
lose respect.
I would
I
lose
would.
respect too.
No, I would.
Burning eggs.
I would cry too. You know
but
why?
you
You
don't-
know why I would cry?
No, you don't know.
Because I was hungry.
But you don't know why he was crying. You may think it's about the eggs, but if you just make an assumption, it could go deeper.
My woman started.
balls deep.
My woman lost respect for me when I was cutting onions and started crying. What kind of man are you crying while you're cutting onions? Bitch, because the onions make you cry. That's why. Anyway.
You did not tell your woman, bitch.
I didn't. I was like,
What was like? Did you ever see that
So
Key and
be
Peele?
love me.
That Key and Peele skit where they were calling their woman
yeah, I
the B
said,
word. Yeah.
they,
And she said,
they
"Tell her
ended,
no."
they ended up in space.
Yeah.
I told her.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. She's bigger and stronger than me.
Rosie
Yeah.
said, I can't see a man cry. It's the most distressing thing to watch a man
See,
cry.
that's what's it.
Yeah,
Distressing.
women, it's uncomfortable for
It's
women.
uncomfortable because again, and that's culture.
Where did she write that?
Men
culture.
don't like to
Facebook?
see men cry.
She wrote that on Facebook.
I don't know where we're watching it, but somewhere.
Men don't like to
Facebook.
see men cry. I had a man, his girl broke up with him in college, and he cried on my shoulder, and it was very, very uncomfortable for me. Very uncomfortable for me. Yeah.
Did you hug him back?
He cried on my shoulder.
So did you hug
He was
him?
my
though?
boy, you know.
Did you
I was
give him
like, "Hey,
like
man,
the-
it's gonna be all right, man." You know?
But see,
And then
that's
he just started crying, bawling on my shoulder. I'm
But
like,
you know what
oh,
though? But
this
that's
is great.
a sign of he trusts you.
Yeah, he
and
trusts
he's like,
you, yeah.
hey, this homie's not gonna judge me for.
He's not my friend anymore.
He's gonna judge. He's not gonna judge me, but here we are judging him. So it's like fuck. But it is a fucked up
would-
thing.
I
It
wouldn't
is a
judge him
it
unless
is a
he
fucked
cried.
up thing to cry when you
That's a
cry in
sign
front
of
of another
respect.
man.
I think.
It's when you cry in front of another man. It's not that we're trying to be like we're showing emotion because like fuck it hurts and it depends
Yeah.
on who you're crying for.
I think if a
you know?
friend cried in front of me, like it would just be like, all right, cool. Like this guy is like, I'm this guy's man, like homeboy, because
You
like
talk shit.
I would talk shit later,
Yeah,
but at the moment,
Yeah, that's what guys
So,
do.
yeah, because it's a fucked up. It's like what is he going
But
through? Like,
crying is a sign of strength. But we have to make a differentiation, though.
The Texas
Are
is a
you-
very strong
Are
guy.
you crying because it's physical pain or emotional pain?
both.
Yeah, it's,
hurt.
It's too
if
different.
you cry because it's physical, then yeah, bitch.
I agree. I agree. If you
Unless
cry,
you're a
it's
bitch.
so,
Hey.
so if you break your arm
He's a
and
bitch.
you cry,
Yes.
then-
he's a
yeah,
bitch.
you should be like, you might be like, damn,
fuck,
this
that
shit
hurts.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on.
no,
Hey,
screw
I got-
that.
Hey,
Screw
when
that.
I,
Screw
when I
that.
had,
I'm
hey,
crying.
when
I'm
I had,
crying.
listen, when I had back surgery, and that
Oh, he
fucking,
cried.
and
He
that-
told me he cried.
and that shit fucking that pain med wore off. The block that they put on, and
Yeah.
that shit wore off. Let
Was
me
it-
tell you,
Was
that
it a
shit
man Denzel one tear cry, or
It was
like
Denzel 2 tier. I was like,
It was like,
I was like, fuck, this shit is painful as fuck. It just like what we
he
talking
did
about
tell me
earlier.
he cried. He's like, fuck it, I cried, man.
I did, man.
but there's nothing wrong with
Hey,
that.
but that shit was fucking. That is. Let me tell you guys, back surgery is
Hey.
painful as fuck.
I
If
know,
you have back surgery
I was supposed
and
to
you
get
tell
it,
me you
actually.
cry, I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, you're a tough motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You tell
It's just-
your ladies like, I had back surgery, I had to cry. She's like, I had your 2 children.
But if
Yeah.
you like,
That's true.
if you like
she
fall
cried.
down or hurt yourself and
Like
like
the-
you cry, like
I know.
Be a man,
you
boy.
fucking bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like if you
Suck it up.
trip, and you
Suck it
skip, oh look, I broke a nail.
Yeah, I know. Crying, looking for glue.
Okay, people, the show's over. I'm out of beer.
That's all, man.
better
I
get
gotta
to
go.
I remember I was seeing this woman, and we're eating breakfast, and she just starts crying, talking about how nobody's there for me. My mom left me, and da 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 da. And I'm like, do you know who you're talking to? Do you let me run my life? Let me tell you about my
She's gonna
life.
cry for you.
And then she's telling me nobody's there for me. Nobody's there for you're a grown ass woman. Don't.
Is that
Nobody
that
needs to
This
be
guy
there
said,
for you.
I'm there for you. That's
yeah
fuck.
out there?
Well,
Yeah.
no, I had already fucked her, so you know,
can't
that's
say
probably
that.
why
You
I
can't
was.
That's why. That's why he's like.
No, she would always do that. Nobody's there for me. Nobody's there for me. You can't go through life thinking
It's our
That's
Look,
victim,
sad because-
victim, it's victim mentality.
it's
Like,
victim mentality.
look,
It's
bitch.
horrible. Oh, he's like, meow, meow. You get me, Texas. What if you could just do that and the whole thing is over? You just play that shit and life is better. Life is good.
You look at it and be like, okay.
All right, here's one. Here's a disadvantage to being a man. We're always a father, if you will, because men are fathers, not mothers. You're always considered the second best parent in the justice system.
That's true.
That's
or even just in the world for the most part.
But let me say this though, according to Judge Judy and judges out there, it's not 50. It's 100% each parent. There's no such thing as 50-50. So it's 100% me.
I think we're talking about. I think we're talking about like
so
kids.
The kid is 200% your
No. I'm saying that each parent has 100% to give, whether you're separated or whether you're together, because that little kid is gonna look at you like, okay, well, fuck.
Unless you're Dr. CW, he's.
Are you talking about the kid's point of view? Because
he's only giving 50%.
Kid's point of view, like it's all about the mommy.
It's true. Even when they grow up, you don't hear sports going like, "Hey, Dad." They always like, "Hey, Mom."
Even when a man's about to die, he calls for his mommy.
George Floyd did that. He can go, "Daddy, Mama." He's like, "Mama." Yeah.
Maybe he didn't have a daddy.
You know. Yeah.
Everyone has a daddy.
Didn't. Yeah.
He had to come from somewhere.
Probably did it.
But usually athletes though,
they say, "Hey, Mom."
Their parents, they say, "Hey, Mom," or they'll have their dads around.
You think the dad's gonna be like, "Motherfucker, did your mom go out there fucking throw passes at your ass?" No, it was me.
Right, exactly.
Maybe they say, "Hey, Mom, what did you do? What did you do?"
Cook.
I know.
I made him the healthy. I made him the healthy boy.
I cuddled you.
But we're talking men for their mothers. But what about little girls when they grow up? They become daddy's little girls. They usually love their fathers. They tend to love their father because there's a dynamic. You probably know about this, Dr. CW. When a female hits a certain age, there's a competition between the mother and the daughter at a certain age that causes a rift between them, and usually young girls become closer to their dads, and then when they grow up, they still have that bond. You know what I mean? Vato V, you have a daughter. You're very close with her. She loves you.
Yes.
Texie, you don't have any daughters. I have a daughter. There's usually that bond. There's more of a stronger bond between the daughter and the father. Maybe not as strong as the mother and the son, but it's still pretty strong.
Another thing you have to think about too is if it's a 2-person household or 1-person household,
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that plays a lot.
Yeah. Well, if you're a single father and you're raising your kids too, as well, you know, and the mother's not around. But usually when the mother's around, they're the favored one in the situation. That kind of sucks.
Like
you know?
I said, it's all about context at that point.
And do you think we brought that on ourselves, or is it just a natural thing?
It's natural.
Yeah, because a lot of men aren't in their children's lives, you know, and
that's fucking.
I don't think it's that. I think that because I have 2 boys, and you know I'm completely in their lives, and they just want mommy, dude. They just want mommy.
Well, they're at that age, though.
Well, again,
they get older,
but it's more nurture.
It's the nurturing.
It's nurture. It's the nurture thing.
From the first 6 months of their life.
Us as men, like I'll give you an example. Like me, I have my daughter and I have my boy, but I have my daughter now. She's still young, and for me, it's like I'm gonna, take you to get trained so you can fucking box and fight and do whatever. But her mom is there. She's gonna nurture her, and even her mom and I don't get along. But hey, she's still a good parent. You know what I mean? I can't take that away from her. So there's things that I cannot, advice that I cannot give my daughter that her mom should be able to give her. You know what I mean? Which is a nurturing thing. So for us, it's more like hey, we're gonna teach you how to do this and kick ass and don't do this, and we're men.
But
and blah,
the question
blah, blah.
is, should it be that way?
It should not. It should not, but that's the way it's perceived.
I think that's just natural.
It's
should or shouldn't. It's just the way it is.
I mean, believe it or not,
Dr. C.
Are you orgasming?
Yeah, I'm having a tiny orgasm.
He's gonna be like,
wait. He's like, faking it.
Oh, you fucking faker!
I'm faking it.
He's a faker.
He's like, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, I'm a doctor. No, the reason I say that because I mean, when you guys say it's natural, I don't think it should be natural.
I agree with that.
Okay, that's your opinion. I don't think it should be natural, but it
is.
Hello.
It's what we make of it.
But see, here's another one. Like my daughter tells me, like my daughter says, like, you're, I know you love me and stuff, but sometimes she can't talk to me because it's, she wants that nurture kind of thing, and for me it's like kind of like suck it up, but I can't do that because, I wasn't taught. I'm a man, and I wasn't taught to just, like give that love and nurture shit. It's more like you're gonna if shit happens, that's the way it is, baby. You're gonna be okay. And it's like, and it shouldn't be like that. I know I've caught myself many times. I'm like, wait a minute, I can't talk to my daughter the way I would talk to my son. So it's like I gotta talk to her in a nurturing form. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not a female, but I can talk to her.
Yeah, but there's certain things that you may not be able to talk to your daughter that you can tell your son, but it shouldn't be. At least you're cognizant of it. You're aware of it.
Let me ask you, V.
But it's still a choice that you're making.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Did your parents, when you were young, like, did your parents were they affectionate with you?
My dad was a little bit more than my mom.
Your dad was more affectionate.
My dad was a little more affectionate, but it's not. And it wasn't that affection of like
Do you feel like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you feel like the affection made a difference whether your mom or your dad gave it to you or didn't give it to you?
No. Let me say that I think I quote my dad more than I do my mom. But in a way, I appreciate the fact that my mom, the way she raised me, was to be a little tougher because she was raised tough, Yeah. My mom really does not give a fuck about anything. That's on any. You met her. You guys met. I don't think you met her, right?
She's a sweetheart to me, though.
She's sweet, but it's like, but don't fuck with her because she really doesn't give a shit. She's very, very tough lady. She's like about, she's tiny, but she does not give a shit, And it's not. And you know what? Let me say this. Yeah. I think in the Hispanic culture, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but a dad was he doesn't really tell his kid I love you or I love you, come here, mijo, or stuff like machismo. And that's machismo stuff. But in reality, they do love you. They do care about you. But it's they don't want
they show it.
But they don't want to show that like that weak. Being weak and stuff like that. A mom is more nurturing and stuff like that. But my mom was the opposite. My mom is like, she would never tell me I love you. And even to this day, I love you. She'll be like, you see that shit? Go get that shit. Go bring it to my mom.
So do you think you need that balance? Do you think we need that tough parent and then the nurturing, loving parent?
I think everybody does. I think everybody needs that balance.
I think the father was too nurturing and loving, and the mother's nurturing and loving. Now you have a situation where that child may.
It's all about parenting styles, though. It's about parenting.
See, if a female,
I'm very loving with my daughter.
There was Steve Harvey was talking about this. There was a female that came on the show and on his show, and she said, sometimes my boys are a little too rough with the husband's a little too rough. Handle your business. Said sometimes sometimes my husband is a little too rough on the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
Yeah, water. Yeah. Water.
So sometimes my husband's a little too tough on our
Gracias.
kids, on our boys, right? So it's like, hey.
Yeah, you're a doctor.
Right in the light.
Yeah, it wasn't a light.
It wasn't a light.
Sorry, V.
That's all right.
We gotta go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm sorry, V.
Like a condom.
We're gonna have from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We're gonna get more involved in Vato V's life on the next episode of.
What women have. There was it says that way women women have daddy issues and men have mommy issues. That's
we can go back.
Men
can talk about this Freudian.
It's called mama's boys. Mama's boys. There's a lot of mama's boys out there, and there are a lot of. I have to say this in the black community.
The Oedipus complex.
Yeah, and in the black community, a lot of black kids are raised by single mothers.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's so also in the Hispanic culture.
Okay, so
not a lot, not as
much as us,
still.
That's why you have a lot of mama's boys out there because their mothers just coddled them, and
that's all they know.
And that's all they know. They didn't have that other side to show that to show that strength. Okay, so. We got to move down the list here, guys. It's getting kind of late, and we don't want to lose our audience if we haven't already
lost them.
They're gone.
They're
gone.
Zilch.
All right. So let's just kind of go down the list, and if you got something to say, then let's make it brief.
Delano cries during the Notebook. I believe that.
I agree.
What is the Notebook? What is that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. He asked us to watch it last week.
Don't forget, this guy's an actor.
What is the Notebook? What is? Yeah. Oh, starring Channing Tatum? No, exactly. No, I don't know what that dude's name is. Okay. Disadvantage is we suffer more financially.
I agree with that.
Okay, we suffer more financially. If you got anything to say,
you mean like from justice.
Financially,
A
meaning
justice
if
point of
there's
view?
child support,
Okay, that way, yes. I
paying for
agree.
dates,
I agree with that.
being the provider in the family,
Yes.
having that responsibility. Having balls is a disadvantage, believe it or not, because they're so sensitive to the touch. Okay, if a wind,
How's that
is
financial?
very slight. Well, no, I'm moving on to the too many beers for you, sir.
it's a financial
How's
responsibility.
that financial?
But you know, it's a good question. Our audience might have gotten lost there.
You know how much it costs for me to feel my ball?
Anyway, it's a lot of money.
Or maybe it costs you because maybe your balls cost you because you pay for it.
Hey, it
It's
costs
going to
a lot.
cost you.
This is gonna cost you.
That's what she said. It's gonna cost you a nut.
What? Why did I put this?
Not
no
again.
say over their body. No say over their body. Do you
You're
know what I
talking
put that
about
there?
having a kid or not having a kid.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah, we talked about this a second ago. We do not,
Yes.
when it comes to, and this is going to get a little sensitive. I need to be very careful when I say this. And help me out,
Don't
Dr.
say the
CW,
word.
if I fuck up.
He's
the
like,
word.
I'm
I
not
won't say
about
the
this
word.
one.
You're gonna fuck up.
When it comes to a woman having
Children.
your child,
Or having
A
children.
child.
A child.
no, your child.
Oh, so
I can't
you're
say anything
saying
about having
a man
another
don't have a
man's child.
You could
decision.
just say a child.
Can I finish?
Go for it. Go
You
for
already
it.
When it
did.
comes to a woman having a man's child,
Okay, there you
Or
go.
not having a child.
I mean,
Yeah,
how?
or not having a
What,
child.
what
yes.
other child would she have? When it comes to a woman having a woman's child,
if she's pregnant, she can have it or
y'all
not
are
have
being
it.
too careful
It's
here.
her
Can I finish?
problem.
Do it.
When it comes to a woman having my child, how about that? I'll put myself in this situation.
As you always do.
When it comes down to it, have no say on what she decides to do. If she wants to have that child,
Yes. I agree.
that's her decision. If she does not want to have that child, that's her decision. When it
So
comes
if
down
you're,
to it,
so
To a point.
if you said like
a
I
point.
want to have it, I want to
I
have
can't
it,
force her to.
Listen,
I want to
no
have
one
this
said anything
kid,
about force.
and then she says I don't, and she terminates it, and they're done.
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
no.
yeah.
You don't say.
I have
you
no
have
say
there.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I know.
Okay.
I know what you're saying. I'm just agreeing
But
with
when
you.
I said to a point,
Sensitivity.
talking about having a conversation.
What?
Can
I said
women
when I
have
said-
sensitivity training?
I
I
said
have
when
no-
it comes to I said to a point, ultimately yes, it's her decision, but
is
you
what I
have to
said.
have a conversation.
Okay.
you-
but see,
no,
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 I'm
no,
just-
there's
I'm
no
just gonna
law
let
or
her
there's
do
no
it.
judge that can say that can tell her you
Yeah,
have to have
I
that
can't
child
force
because that
her.
man
Yeah.
wants that
Exactly.
man wants his
So that's
child.
Did I
Right,
not
right.
explain this? I can't force her to
I
do
understand.
what. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't force her to do whatever she decides to do.
No, exactly. After the conversation, if she decides it, yes.
But how about if
Well,
there
of
is
course
no
it's gonna be a
conversation?
conversation,
But hold on though. Sometimes there is no conversation. Sometimes
Oh, you're right.
sometimes there
You're
is no
absolutely
conversation.
right. You're
I'll say
absolutely
this.
right. And that's what I'm saying.
Let's say if,
She can just hide the whole thing and
Yeah,
just
she
do
can
whatever
just
she wants.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend whose woman did that to him. By the way, I did this,
How was that?
and he
How'd
was
it happen?
pissed. He
No,
was
with you.
pissed. No, it was a friend of mine. Sorry.
Hey, you know, one of my buddies,
He was
one of my
pissed.
buddies was with this girl for about 5 years, and she was pregnant. She became pregnant, and she terminated the baby. And it's the
And didn't tell him?
Yeah, and she didn't say anything. He found out after the fact, and obviously he was devastated
That's
because
not bell pepper.
he didn't have any kids. Me too. He didn't have any kids, so he
Gotta get
wanted
into it.
he wanted to have a family with her, and it's like she fucked it up.
And one of my friends, let me tell you,
Yeah, my friend.
But you know, and that leads us to the next part. If she does decide to move forward, okay, this next process, you have no choice on what's going to happen.
No, of
We're
course
talking
not.
child support.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you have, and that's a disadvantage to being a man.
Yes.
If she decides to move forward, and this is something, let's say you did not
She
plan
can do whatever the fuck. 18 years.
18 years. Now you
Not-
have no
not only
choice in the
that,
next step in the process.
she can lie. I
Yeah,
mean,
she can.
Oh
and
my
say,
God, yes.
And say, so and so is the father.
That happened to me.
And then they'll just wrap him up and fucking file on him.
Yep.
And that's
Well,
it.
And that's what
paternity-
happened to me.
paternity-
I
I
had
think,
that
I
happen
think
to me.
nowadays they do
Paternity
they
test.
do
DNA.
test, right? They
Yeah.
do DNA
But
test.
They will
nowadays.
take your money before.
But back when we were, like in the 90s, like your shit would get garnished.
Dude, that shit happened in the 2000s. That shit happened to me in 2012.
Your shit get garnished.
They garnished my shit, and then we had to let's take his shit, do the test. As we're waiting for the test, let's still take his shit, okay? Then once the test comes back that it's not yours, we'll stop taking your shit, but we won't help you in the process of getting your shit back either.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened to me.
One
what
of
happened.
one of our viewers, Evelyn, said men can have their days. They can't be strong all the time.
That's true.
It says not fair. Just saying, you know. And then she says it's
Yeah.
probably the
Oh,
milkman's
at least
baby.
she sees-
It's the mailman's
At
baby.
least she sees.
She sees our side of
man.
things.
She sees.
Yeah.
So
you,
that
Evelyn.
was pretty
Thank
deep.
you.
That was pretty deep.
Balls deep.
That's right. That's right.
Balls
And here's the last one on the list, and this one is for I know you guys' bodies. We know Vato V. He's a rabbit. Tech C, we know his situation. Dr. CW, you're the oldest one at this table. I know my situation. So can you explain this disadvantage here in your own experience of erectile dysfunction?
We talk about my experience. Hasn't happened.
You're
Not
the one who
yet.
put this on the list.
You
put
yet.
this on the list.
You put that
He's
on
the
that
man
list.
who will walk up to a woman and says, "Let's fuck."
With
But
my tongue.
I'd say it nicer than that, but yes.
And I have
That's
erectile. I have
So I can
erectile
fake it.
dysfunction.
I have an
Let's fuck.
I had an erection. Let's fuck.
What if your name is Ed?
Oh, damn.
What if your name-
Ed?
My older brother, his name is Ed. So I
Oh,
call him
Ed.
ED.
Okay.
I call him
ED.
ED. He gets pissed off all the time.
ED.
So explain this to us, doctor.
So when I
Erectile
meet your
dysfunction.
brother, I'm gonna be like, "What's up, ED?"
Oh man, I know, right?
Tell
Who
him.
called me this shit?
Dysfunction.
Explain that,
Why
doctor.
am I-
You put it
why-
on the list.
I did not put this on the list. Don't try to call me.
He's trying to-
This is your computer.
It's his computer. How I put that on the list?
I'm just typing
That's
what
what
the
you- don't even
ideas that
try.
you guys gave
That's-
me.
No, that is you. That was your idea. You said,
okay.
you know what? Let me put this on here.
You
Hey,
said
but you know it's gonna
It's gonna happen eventually. It really will.
it is. It's gonna happen to everybody.
Yes.
I got a friend. We've had him on the show.
Got a friend?
Tom Katzis. He's 84 years old. This guy fucks.
84 or 94?
Okay, we
This
didn't
guy
say you
fucks.
can't, have engage in coitus. We just said it will probably happen
There you
eventually.
go again with
How
your
do you
big ass
engage?
motherfucking words.
Coitus.
How do you
sex,
engage?
intercourse.
With a flaccid tool. It's
Well,
like trying to stick a noodle in a
You kind of can't.
freaking, I don't know,
Stick a
in your
noodle
cell
in there.
phone.
There's a song called
Trying to
Slip
charge your
Sliding
cell
Away.
phone with a noodle or something. I don't know. I just made this shit up. Okay, so it's gonna happen to Tech C.
All of us eventually.
It's gonna happen to Vato V.
Unfortunately,
It's gonna happen to me.
it already did.
Probably,
It's already happened to you.
it probably already happened to you. You just don't want it.
Yeah.
You
I've
don't
never
want
had
to
a.
admit it.
I'm not gonna lie. I've had a couple of situations in life where, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I've had that.
What's happening here? But if it's a constant thing, that has to be a living hell.
I'll have to tell you, and probably our millions of listeners will agree.
$1,000,001.
When you drink a lot of beer,
It's true.
ED happens.
ED happens, yes. Women,
You got the
alcohol,
eds.
because alcohol is a depressant. It depresses the central nervous system.
Presses your.
It depresses my
your
penis.
cock.
Yeah. They say, oh, you go get it later.
Not
You get it later.
See, that's why it's called Bud Light.
All right, that food is smelling good. I'm ready to get to it. So, folks,
Do it.
if anybody's feelings were injured by today's show, we can't help you there. But if you,
Nope.
oh my God, I'm about to start reading our sponsor. Okay, we can't help you there. Sorry. Okay, that's what our show is all about. So before we end this thing, we have a new segment of the show. We have a gentleman on the show. He is a doctor, Dr. CW.
Doctor.
Has a PhD. So we're going to do this thing called Dr. CW's Advice of the Week. So without further ado, Doctor, you have the floor. What is your advice to our audience? It has to be about the subject today. What is your advice? I
Okay.
know last
Well,
week.
you know what? If that's the case, we should communicate. All right, we should communicate. But when people say communicate can mean anything. So we should communicate to each other effectively, so things don't get misconstrued.
Yes.
And we all have to do this.
Sounds like a Tesla
that's-
driver.
That's my advice.
When he gives his advice, we all have to do this. Yes, yes.
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 I'm saying this way there will
That
be
is
no
great
advantages
advice.
or disadvantages. There'll be effective communication.
Effective. I love
That
it.
makes
I
everything
love it.
okay.
That's why he's a doctor.
Sounds
That's
like
why
a
he's
woman.
doctor. All right, so folks, it's all about how you feel, whether these were some advantages or disadvantages. You know yourself better than anybody else, hopefully. So it's
know
all
your
about
body.
what you
V
feel,
knows
how
you
you
too.
feel, and
I
what
know my
makes you
body.
happy. And we know
He knows your body.
If he knows your body, or he will get to know your body.
I know your body.
Oh yeah.
V will fuck your body.
Just don't say it like this. I know your body. It's like, what if your doctor said that to you? Like,
Dr.
we're going to
D.
give you a colon today, and I know your buddy. Sorry, that just sounds like a pervert to me. All right, so folks, that's our show. If you want to catch our past episodes, remember this is episode 2 of season 3. We have our past episodes for last year and the year before. You can go to www.thementalityshow.com. past episodes on YouTube. Please, folks, subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay?
Yes, we need subscribers.
We need them. The Mentality Show is the handle there. Catch us on Facebook Live as well, okay? We are also on iTunes, Google Play, and now, as we always have been, Spotify, iHeartRadio, folks. Did I mention Spotify?
No, you didn't.
Anywhere you get your podcast, folks, we are there because we are the Mentality Show. Remember, if it was the end of the world, it's only going to be cockroaches and the Mentality Show, folks. There you go. From Tech C, Vato V, Dr. CW, and me, Delano, folks, that's our show. Remember, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. See you next.
This your mentality. Be a man, boy, stand up. Get up off your ass, homie, man up. This your mentality. Yeah, we getting balls deep. Conversation over here ain't for the weak. This the mentality. Got the live show when we on the air. It's motivation, elevation when you over here. Just take that negativity and leave it in the rear. DJ Khaled, we the best, it's always screaming here, yeah. We gon' get it in, we ain't gon' never stop. And we had to grind hard for everything we got. A real man ain't gon' never have his hand out. No imitation, innovation while we stand out, yeah. We gon' keep it real, them tough conversations. That's gon' help you reach the top and find your destination. Only way to win in life is good preparation. Sacrifices, dedication, it's a separation, yeah. And you know that. Just believe in yourself, you can do that. All the hate that's around you, just push through that. You gotta change your mentality, you know that. This the mentality. Be a man, boy, stand up. Get up off your ass, homie, man up. This the mentality. Yeah, we getting balls deep. Conversation over here ain't for the weak. This the mentality. 6 p.m. going live, got people tuned in worldwide. This the mentality. We the realest of the realest, and we know everybody gon' feel it. This the mentality show. You know how it go. Real man over here, bro. It's the mentality show. You know how I go. Can't catch an H over here, bro. No. Yeah. Getting to a topic, everybody like, whoa. We get balls deep, but you already know. We ain't sugarcoat nothing, we gon' put it on the floor. If you all up in your feelings, then it's time for you to go. Yeah. Cause we don't do that. We gon' address the issues, and you know that. This a place where you can get it off your chest. Say you're good right now, we tryna turn you to the best. Yeah. And we gon' let it ride. This mentality we got, we take it worldwide. And we gon' let it ride. This mentality we got, we take it worldwide. This the mentality. Be a man, boy, stand up. Get up off your ass, homie, man up. This the mentality. Yeah, we getting balls deep. Conversation over here ain't for the weak. This the mentality. 6 p.m. going live, got people tuned in worldwide. This the mentality. We the realest of the realest, and we know everybody gon' feel it. This the mentality. Welcome to the Mentality Show, where it's all about the mentality.